So I was sitting here in traffic, and all of a sudden somebody starts pointing at the front of my truck here as they were trying to let me go by. And as you can see from this wet spot that goes all the way up to there, I broke down. Yep. Stupid training line again, man. That thing, I've repaired that twice, so there's no more repairing that thing, obviously. Look at that stuff, man. Damn it. Look at. Alright, so I can't even move. I blew all my tranny juice out. So, looks like I'm going to actually replace the whole line. Never mind this patching it. Every time I patch it, there's another weak spot that's found, and it just blows it out. So, now I'm broken down. I got to get it home. I'm going to end up, I'll tow it myself. Right? I still got my old hitch connectors on from the day I brought it home, so it should be easy enough. Whatever. But still, damn it. Oh, isn't this something? Look at this. Ice. Snow. You know, we had one good day. I took the thing out for a spin. I was like, what could possibly go wrong? And yeah, so tranny line blew out. Actually, it didn't blow out the tranny line. It was just one of my world famous temporary fixes let go. So, you know what? Rather than do this the wrong way again and again and again, I went ahead and ordered some brand spanking new transmission coolant lines from Inline Tube. And of course, I will give you the part number. And I'm going to go ahead and install that. Very easy process. Thankfully, we have finally a good 50-degree day here. It has been zero, sub-zero. I mean, nasty, gross. It's really been bad. All right, you want to pop out your engine coolant container. All right, well, one simple bolt there. Pop that out. Take this bracket here. You're going to want to loosen that up or take it off. All right, and then you're going to look and you're going to see right there. I've already sprayed it up a little deep creep. Another one right there. All right, I'm just going to undo those. Start there. All right, there we go. Easy enough. That's these two lines are all undone. You can see they just go down there along the frame, and then they go underneath to the transmission. So now is when I climb on this. It's not just ice, it's wet ice because it's melting today. Of course, tomorrow we have snow coming. So Massachusetts, you don't like the weather? Wait a minute, they say. So anyway, I'm going to climb under there. It's just a little drippy, no big deal. And I'll show you what we're looking at. All right, here we are at the other end. As you can see, I have fluid dripping there. So I'm not going to stick my camera right under it. But again, 2 lines. You got 2 little, oops, I'm bleeding. You got 2 half-inch little nuts to undo on this end, okay? Just like the other end. Come on, focus. So what you see here is what happened is this line was rusty and it blew a leak about right here, right? So I was like, you know, I don't want to have to do that whole line right now. So, you know, me and my temporary fixes, I put a compression fitting on there, which was great. As you can see, the fitting was good. But then, this is the original line here. Then later on down the line, like here, I don't know, down about here, it was just rusty. It just blew out again. So I was like, all right, I got to replace the lines. And again, temporarily, I just said, I'm going to cut that whole piece out. All right, and I'm just going to throw a hose in there. Well, that didn't work out too well, did it? It did for a while, enough for me to actually forget about it. But yeah, so anyway, so you get them 2 little guys off, 2 little half-inches, all right? And then you got this little bolt right here, all right? You're gonna take that off. All right, so we're gonna pull that out. Nice and easy. Looks like a Massacre down there. You know, this would be pretty easy to take out. All I have to do is cut it, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go ahead and wiggle it through and find out how it goes through, all right? And I'm gonna go ahead and try to push it down, since the main length of it is down past where that pokes through. And see, it's real tight where that pokes through. I mean, that pokes through right. Oh boy, yeah, that's a tight little area down there. So yeah, it's going to be fun. So this is probably the hardest part of this whole job, is just getting the lines probably in. It's probably going to be the hardest. But yeah, here we go. All right, there they are, the old ones out. Good news, you can get them out with no bending, no struggling. Just take your time, a little twist and turning, make a little fun game out of it. You can get them out. You do have to separate them. Don't try to get them out together. Make sure they're in 2 different pieces, all right? To fit them in the box, they just bent them up. So you'll notice they're actually exactly the same cut until you get to that bend right there, which is the same as that bend right there. Now look, you'll notice on these, there's 2 tags, and the tags say to bend this, straighten this out in between the 2 tags. So they tell you to just put it on a flat surface and unbend them. I'm actually going to use my little bender to do it because I'm OCD like that, but this is actually the correct set. All right, so there you go. Let's go ahead and throw that in. And there you go. Brandy spanking new. All right, all the way down. Now these weren't exactly, this is where the real problem was. These weren't exacts right here. It wasn't a problem, but you got to do a little bit of, see, this actually ran a little short. So you got to, you know, aim it out a little, do a little bending, but it's nothing major, just little tweaks. This is actually bad for my OCD right here. But anyway, there you go. There's the radiator side. All right. And let's climb underneath. Okay, if you're underneath, you can see where those come out right there, okay? So they're above your little cross member there, right above it, and they come out and they run outside of your dipstick. They come down, and you can see I put a little clip here. It came with clips. Let me show you. Oh, see that right there? Just keep the rattle down. There's a couple of them on here, one up the top. Those are nice. All right, make sure you put your bolt back in right here. And beautiful. All the way up there. Pretty. All right, so that's a done deal. And you know, it's not hard work, but I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna be here a little while if you want to do this in one piece without taking anything apart. But as you can see, I got them in and out with no major bending or forcing of anything. Okay, a little bit of, you know, a little leverage here and there, tiny bits. All right, I'll tell you another little secret. Okay, if you're gonna lay down underneath it, lay down where you can look at this. This is what I've been working in, you guys. This is terrible. What you want to do is get underneath your cross member so you can reach one hand on this side of it and one hand up front. That's the best position to do this in. Don't try it from way back. Okay, don't try it from up under the hood. Lay down underneath the truck, get underneath that cross member so you can see. Put it right in the middle of your 2 eyes. One eye on this side and one eye on that side, all right? One hand on this side and one hand on that side. Easy as can be if you do it that way. A lot easier. You can see what you're doing. It's a lot easier to manipulate the tubing. So there you go. All right, so 3 gallons later, that is now filled up. So yeah, if you blast one of these completely dry, it's 3 gallons. Actually, it's almost 3 gallons. Look at this. 3 gallons plus all that. And it's good to go. Runs and drives again. So I'm back on the road, just in time for all the salt to get washed away. This thing never saw a winter with its new exhaust or its brand spanking new transmission coolant lines. So that's good to go.